Previously, we've talked about how there are no natural geniuses based on Twyla Tharp's book, The Creative Habit. Today, I want to talk about female creative genius, and this is from the essay, The Genius, in Jen Sookfong Lee's book, Superfan, How Pop Culture Broke My Heart, which is excellent. She writes, "There have always been female literary geniuses too, but most creative women have historically had to manage their creative lives alongside their families and homes and finances. Carol Shields actively mothered 5 children while writing her fiction, assigning herself a daily quota of 2 pages for the 1.5 hours she had free. Mary Shelley wrote the earliest examples of speculative fiction in English, even as she endured the deaths of 3 of her children and her husband, Percy Bysshe Shelley, whose literary estate she would go on to manage. Toni Morrison raised 2 children as a single mother while making space for Black authors as an editor at Random House, writing her seminal and prize-winning books and teaching at Princeton University. All 3 of these women are considered geniuses. Their work, canonized and elevated, is without a doubt extraordinary. None of these female authors have reputations for the kind of bad behavior we've long associated with genius. If you could ask them about the cliche of the untamed, irascible genius, I imagine their reply in a matter-of-fact tone, 'Who has the time to misbehave?' And then they would laugh if we're answering their own rhetorical question. Only men do, obviously. The difference, of course, is that these female writers were not geniuses to the exclusion of their domestic lives. Rather, their genius was required to fit into the rest of their lives. They created space, they compartmentalized, they managed, and they made do." Again, that's from Superfan by Jen Sookfong Lee. And I just want to support what Lee is saying by something else that I read in The 3 Marriages by David Whyte. This idea of creating space and doing the work amid everything else. Whyte writes in his book, "A work is achieved not by creating a hermetic space sealed off from the world, but nel mezzo, in the middle of everything." That's that. Female creative genius. Check them out.